I think everyone who has a bullet journal comes upon these moments in their BuJo journey when things don't work out exactly how they expected them to. And that's okay. That's just kind of how life works, right? But because bullet journaling is such an online community, we're inundated with pictures of perfect bullet journals on Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. It can make it hard to realize that the expectations we're setting for our own bullet journals may be a little out of reach. So in this video, I'm going to be highlighting a couple of moments of expectation versus reality that I have experienced in the past 5 years or so of bullet journaling, in the hopes that we can all kind of relate together on the struggles that are having a bullet journal, and remember that no bullet journal is perfect, no matter how it may look on the internet. And with that, let's jump right into the video. You know those days when you're thinking, hey, I haven't planned for a bit. I should sit down, I don't know, plan for like 15 minutes, maybe half an hour. I'll set up my entire month, I'll be ready to go. And then you finally finish and look at the clock and realize that 30 minutes turned into 3 hours. Yeah, me every single day. You know when you finish setting up a spread and you've put in so much effort, you're so proud of how it looks, and you have a tracker of some kind and you know that this is going to help you get your stuff together this month. You're so prepared to fill it out, you're going to check it every day. Flash forward to the end of the month and you realize that after about a week, you completely stopped filling in every single one of your trackers. Yeah, it's not just you. It happens to the best of us. You know when you see a beautiful header online and you know that you're gonna put the time in and you're gonna make this work for yourself? You put all of this effort in, you're so proud of how it looks, and you finally take a step back to look at it as a whole and realize you misspelled it. I don't know what it is. Generally, I think I'm a pretty good speller, but when it comes to making really beautiful headers, I think that laser sharp focus on the actual font really takes away from my brain's ability to tell me that June isn't spelled with an M. This is an expectation versus reality that definitely whacked me over the head this past month. I wanted to use the brush tip side of a Tombow brush pen to make a perfectly spaced line, perfectly straight, and also the exact same width all the way along. Seemed easy enough. So I tried it. Turns out I'm really bad at making perfectly straight and even widthed lines using a Tombow brush pen, and only afterwards did I learn that apparently a common technique is to use washi tape to make those perfectly straight lines, not just freehanding it. Now I have learned the secret behind all of those perfectly drawn Tombow lines that I see on Instagram and Pinterest, and I will never again be saddened by a wavy Tombow brush pen line. On the same vein, being able to draw perfectly straight lines without a ruler, I know Amanda makes it look easy, but it's really not. If I want a perfectly straight line, I'm gonna have to pull out my ruler. It's just how it is. You know when you're filling in a spread and you're really taking your time, making sure that you're writing neatly, staying straight and consistent in your spacing, and then you finish it and just happen to wipe your hand along the page and end up with a smudgy mess. This is one that hits me almost every day as I forget that I can't just close my notebook 2 seconds after writing in it, which is something that apparently is not unique to me because Brienne of Tarth is definitely on the same train. You can't close the book when you just finished writing, Brienne. You're gonna smudge the pages. I'd like to say I learned my lesson, but to be honest, I'm probably gonna be smudging pen until I die. You know when you're starting bullet journaling and you think, hey, this seems easy. All I need is a couple pens, a pencil, a Tombow or two. I don't need that many supplies. And then a couple months later, you check into your pen drawer and reality sinks in. Ditto for notebooks. You think you just need one, but it's so tempting to try every brand out there. You never know when you're going to need a new notebook. And what if one of your friends gets into bullet journaling? You want to have a notebook on hand to gift to them, right? Not only do I have a pile of used bullet journals in my house, but I also have a giant pile of unused notebooks ready to be explored. You know when you take the time to set up a spread in pencil first, you make sure you have the spacing, you make sure you're not going to misspell your header, everything is perfect. Then you take the time to fill it in with pen, being very careful not to smudge the page. You finish it and you are so proud of yourself. Not only did you not mess up even once, but you managed not to smudge it, only to go in to erase it and not quite hold enough tension with your other hand and fold your page. Every time this happens, a visceral sound comes up out of the pit of my stomach, just utter despair, because you're never going to get that page perfectly flat again, and it hurts. Or how about the time when you put so much effort into your header, you tried out a new pen and you're really excited for that metallic sheen, only to turn the page and realize that you forgot to do a pen test first, and not only are you getting quite a bit of ghosting, but there's a couple spots of bleed through. Pen tests are your friends. If only you could remember to actually do them. And last but not least, the cutest of the bullet journal expectation versus reality. If you have a cat, you'll know what I mean. You expect to have lovely mornings where you sit and plan and your cats lie nearby, staring at you lovingly as their favorite human, only to discover that cats really like to lie on top of anything you're ever doing. If they can obstruct the purpose of whatever action you're doing by being lazy on top of it, they will. And it's a little hard to set up a spread with a giant floof lying on top of your notebook. It's cute, don't get me wrong, but it makes everything just that little bit harder. Well, that is it for this lighthearted expectations versus reality of bullet journaling video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below any and all of your bullet journal related expectation versus reality. I had so many other ideas that I could have included in this video, but I didn't want it to go on for the rest of time. This is not to say that bullet journaling isn't worth it. I absolutely love bullet journaling. It has changed my life, and it's one of my favorite hobbies and pastimes. So if you've never tried bullet journaling, or if you're still kind of new to it, please don't let this video drive you away from bullet journaling altogether, but I hope it can help you to lower your expectations a little bit and recognize that it's okay if your bullet journal isn't Instagram worthy, because even Instagrammable spreads have a lot of effort that go into them. You never know if someone had to start over again because they misspelled their header, or because they bent or ripped their page, or if it just took them 12 hours to set up a single spread to make sure every single aspect was perfect. And of course, with anything on Instagram, you never know how much editing went into it. So take in the online bullet journaling community with a grain of salt and recognize that your bullet journal is completely valid and worthy and awesome, no matter what. As long as you like it and it's helping you achieve your goals, it is a good bullet journal. Okay, that's it for me today. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye, friends.